Three, two, one. What's up? What's up, y'all? This Richie Rich in the building. What's going on, WTU? Shout out to y'all cats. Shout out to Drees and Gator. Gator, where you at? Player, holla at me. But
Yeah,
anyhow,
boy.
we got a special guest in the building. The main man. Introduce yourself, man. Tell the people who you are.
Okay, my name is Demaine Sweeney. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm here in Medellin, Colombia. I've been to Medellin four times already this year. I'll be back in the States November the 30th. Um, I'm the oldest of my father's 13 children.
Hey,
Yeah.
had been moving around a little bit, huh?
he was putting in that work.
Putting in that work. I hear you. I hear you. How many kids you got, man? You got any yet?
I got one. And of course, as I told you before, I'm working on some more out here.
Working on some soccer players. Soccer players. Okay, I feel you.
Right,
All right.
right.
So, tell us, how long you been living abroad, or how long you been traveling in general?
Okay, how long I've been traveling in general ever since 2007. And that was one of the best decisions in my life to get a passport and travel and see the world for myself. My first trip internationally, well, actually, no, I would say 2005 because I went to Canada. But back then, you really didn't need a passport to go to Canada. But my first southern trip was Dominican Republic in 2007. Yeah, so that opened my eyes to a lot of things in the world and it helped me change my perspective and outlook on life.
Okay, okay. All right. I was talking to a brother I know today, man, here in Atlanta, and he's down in Florida now, on like I think it's like a 10-day trip. And I was talking to
Uh-huh.
him about traveling. He's about 36, 37. He never traveled. Uh, what message would you give out to the people that never traveled and you're trying to convince them? Because I was trying to convince him, like, hey, the money you're spending in Florida, you could have spent in traveling. What would be your advice to somebody that don't want to open their mind up to it?
My advice to someone like that would be number one, the money you, like you said, the money you spend in Florida, in the Caribbean, South America, you could spend that $1 that you spend is like spending $3 in another country, and you get triple the value and triple the pleasure. Number two, you get more love and respect outside of the United States than you do inside the United States. That's just a simple fact. And that's not because people are trying to look for you to get your dollars, because as you see here in Colombia, people are humble and they're not money hungry. And that's my
Hey,
personal experience.
hey, that's facts, man. Compared to some other countries, man, they really don't beg and stuff like that. I mean, I did see a little bit of it, but not like the other places, man. Not hell, they don't beg no more than they do here in America. I mean,
Right,
you know,
exactly. And that's one of the things I like about in particular Colombia is Colombia, South America, not Columbia, South Carolina.
yeah, I know that's right. I know that's right. So, one thing I did struggle with in Colombia, as you was witness, was my Spanish, man. So, what
Mm,
can you tell the people what's going on with you in that area, and let us know what you have to offer.
sure, absolutely. I teach. If I'm not in your city, we can schedule time for me to do one-on-one courses with you. We would use Skype or Google. We can use Google Hangouts, or we can use WhatsApp video call. And I teach Spanish lessons from from the beginner, all the way up to whatever level you're trying to achieve. And I also have a channel on YouTube, El Andalus Learning. So you can put that in and see my videos. Currently, that's like you said, asked me earlier, that's what I was working on, video, doing some more video editing, because by the time I'm finished with this trip, in Colombia, I want to have at least 10 more videos on there to go ahead and give you some basic Spanish lessons on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And also, like I was gonna say, also if like when I'm traveling abroad, if we end up in the same country, if you want to schedule a lesson or a drop-in session lesson with me, just email me, let me know, and we can go ahead and schedule that. It was a funny story. Yesterday, no, the day before yesterday, I met a guy at the Floresta station here in Medellin, Colombia. He was from the States, of course. And he said, "You look familiar." And I said, "Did you check out any of my YouTube channel?" My YouTube channel. He said, "No, but I saw you somewhere before." And I said, "Hmm." And he said, "Where you live?" I said, "I'm in Atlanta." And he said, "Do you go to that Spanish speakers meetup at Community Grounds Coffee?" And I said, "Yeah." So, this group, it's a small world, and we're definitely coming together and getting recognizing each other when we doing travel.
Is that the same meetup um, closer to the where the Brave Stadium used to be at?
Well, that's the same one, but they moved the location to South Atlanta. It's on, I think it's South Atlanta Road. It's at Community Grounds Coffee Shop.
Oh, okay. All right. So, my question is, like, I'm uh, I guess, straight up beginner in Spanish. So, what would be like one of the first lessons that you would teach? Like,
Okay. Well, first, before I take on any student, I always assess their level, and I always go ahead and ask them, what goal are they trying to accomplish with Spanish, and what time frame do they want to give themselves, so I can be more realistic with them at what we're trying to accomplish together. I don't never tell anybody a pipe dream is saying, "Oh, you can just turn this tape on and fall asleep with it and then wake up the next day and you speak in Spanish." I'm not going to tell nobody a pipe dream that, "Oh, you can learn Spanish in 30 days," because you got a lot of people on YouTube saying that. And quite frankly, those people saying that, I still haven't met anyone to be able to hold a conversation with me or any person here walking down the street in Colombia that says these kind of things. I mean, you might be able to recognize phrases and get a couple of vocabulary, but actually carry on the conversation, do an interaction, it's not going to happen that fast.
all right, I see people use Duolingo, and I have used that myself, but to me, it doesn't help you with a conversation. Am I right or
Right.
no?
I would have to agree. I would say, how long have you been using Duolingo?
Well, I'm gonna be honest, man. I have been using it like off and on,
Uh-huh.
and it just doesn't work. I mean, it works for like
No.
ordering food and recognizing stuff like that, but it
Right.
really don't help for conversation.
Well, I would have to agree. I've never, checked out or investigated the program, but from mostly what I'm hearing, a Duolingo will help you build a vocabulary and help you recognize words. But to actually complete a thought, complete a conversation, interaction with another person, that's a totally different ball game.
Okay, okay, that's what's up then. So, what type of how long are your courses and how long? Brothers gonna wanna bros gonna. This is my favorite quote. Bros gonna wanna know. Yo, how long it's gonna take you to teach me how to mac it to a chicken? You know what I'm saying? How long? How long, man?
The
That's
Mac,
all they want. They want to know price and how long before I can be kicking my Spanish game.
I mean, it could take you anywhere from 3 to 6 months, but that's going to be in a limited scope and a limited thought atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to a chick and tell her how beautiful you think she is, and she can respond to you, and you can understand that. But then you have to, expand the thought process. So I would say 3 to 6 months if you're looking for a certain subject or a certain area that you want to focus on. And that all depends on how much you endeavor in it. I honestly say with my class, I would recommend a minimum of 1 hour a week, and I give you exercises throughout the week so those next 6 days you're practicing, but you have to put in at least 1 hour a day every day. That's the focus right there. 1 hour a day every day minimum. If you put in more, it's okay. I wouldn't recommend to put in too much more because you're just going to get information overload. But you have to put it in. You can't take a class, an hour class on Saturday and don't study and then study 8 hours that Saturday, and then the whole week that goes by, you're going to forget most of it or all of it. So you have to infuse it into your thought process. You have to infuse it into your everyday life. And that's what I focus on, infusing it, thinking it.
Okay. So a brother like me, man, I work full time. Got my kid every other weekend and a few days a week, and I do other little work. And all right, now if I took your class twice a week, would that be
Uh-huh.
okay, or do I really need more? I got a
No,
busy schedule now.
twice a week would be good. But how much time do you have to dedicate when you're not taking the class during the week? How much time do you have to dedicate that?
All right. What I started doing is like let's say I took your class twice a week for an hour.
Right.
Maybe I would try to like on the ride to work. I would listen to like some YouTube videos on the vowels and stuff like that, little
Uh-huh.
stuff like that, and maybe I can watch one movie repeated. I mean, over and over, like repeatedly. That's what somebody told me to do, to watch one movie over repeatedly till I memorize like every word of the movie and
Yep. That
and
works.
kind of recognize what everything is.
Mm-hmm. How long is your ride to work?
It's about an hour, man.
So there you go, right there. That's that's a good hour. You can listening into something and then say it back. You listening in to a lesson, you listening to a video, and say it back. Practice saying it back. And that hour right there can contribute to that hour a day. And later when you get off, you might want to, reiterate another 30 minutes of it. But if your ride is at least about 45 minutes to an hour, figure out a way. I don't want you to crash, so be safe, but figure out a way to work out a lesson plan or work out lessons that time when you're driving to work.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm gonna do, man. And I kind of got the idea from my son, man, because he's like 5 years old and he
Okay.
listens to these counting videos. They be like counting by five, counting by five, five, 10, and it just goes on, man. And this boy just he goes from counting by five, counting by eights, 10s, 20s, and man, he learns quick like that, man. He probably know almost as much Spanish as me.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's a good observation there. Also, what I say is not only watching a movie and mastering that, but learn a song because the rhythm of music and the lyrics of a song help you memorize it a lot faster. And once you learn the song and understand what they're saying, you can say it. You don't got to sing it back, but say it back, and then you understand the thought process that goes on. Then from there, you build up your category to another song. If you can do one, you can do two, you can do two, you can do 20. And then
That's
eventually you're going to be like, yo, I understand and I can flow back with it.
all right. Guys want, of course, bros want to know. They asking right now. They want to know they want to know the money question. How much money and uh and how long is your average course? I think you already said an hour, but go ahead and answer the money question if you want to.
Okay, cool. All right. So I'm gonna say this, start up, to be honest. After about 6 months with me, you probably won't need me anymore. Say that because I give you a technique and a learning method that you can eventually start teaching yourself. Once you get to a certain level, you're not going to need much of a teacher, but much of building your vocabulary and exposing yourself. So I say a minimum of 1 hour per week, and the price is usually $30 per hour. So that's about $120 a month.
Okay. And the information, I'm gonna tell y'all, man. When I was in Colombia, it got real frustrating after a while, man. Trying to talk people and trying to do little things, and that Google Translate can't get you but so far, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they using slang and everything. So I'm definitely gonna start. I know I told you I'm starting the courses with you next week, man. I just had a real busy schedule this week. I knew I couldn't do nothing, man. Just getting back off the trip, uh, coming off of 1 week out of work and everything. So I had to do some catching up at the job and everything. So next week, no excuses, man. So I'll be ready to
Right.
rock. And I'm thinking about just to put it out there Tuesday, Thursday, man. So I don't know. So what time frames are your classes, or you work with people, or what's the deal with that?
Well, currently, since I'm not plugged into corporate America, my time frames are very open. Except I got some students on Thursday, so it's Thursday. Depending if somebody wants to do a class on Thursday, just let me know. I can schedule in, as long as it's not coming into a scheduling conflict with my other students. So my Thursday is not fully booked up, but it's about 50% booked up Thursday. So any other day, I'm open. Also, what I want to say is, and make sure you understand, if you have a partner who is on your same level, in your same area, that wants to learn Spanish with you, the both of you class, and that breaks it down to $15 per person.
Oh,
If
okay.
you have a partner who's on your same level, you can work with each other back and forth and eventually help build each other up as like a partnership when it comes to speaking that. But you got to
Okay.
make sure that as much as you are, so you guys don't slack off when it comes to doing exercise and homework.
All right. As far as the homework, they want to know: do you email that, or how does that work?
Yes, email our homework. I email out the go over the week the class to come. I always give everybody a subject and what we're going to go over the class to come.
Okay. You give out cheat sheets too, or no?
Only cheat sheet you're gonna need is your mind. You're gonna either be able to recognize and speak it or not speak it. But basically everything, if like when it comes to test time, everything I teach in the lessons is going to be on the test. So if you've mastered the material, there's going to be no surprises on the test.
Okay. Okay. So how does the process? Because bro's gonna want to know how's the process of the payment. Do you pay after the class, or you pay before, or how you do that? And
Well,
where
it's
do
on the
you
honor
pay?
system. So what I do is I'll send after the class, I'll send out
You
yeah,
say
after the
you.
class, I send out the email to PayPal.
Oh, okay. All right.
But let
So
me
let's
but
say.
let me say go ahead, go ahead. I was gonna say, let me say this real quick. What I do is I schedule 4 sessions. So that'd be, let's see, that'd be $120. So after that first class, if you like my teaching method and you want to continue, you pay the 120, you pay for the full. If you don't like my teaching, not gonna be for you, then you just had a free class from me.
Okay, that's what's up. So you guaranteeing. Now I'm gonna say this because I hadn't took a class with you yet, but I have seen you live and in person, and we had a guy that knew Spanish pretty damn good, and he didn't know some of the stuff they were saying, and he directed to you like, "Hey man, you the expert," and this guy was pretty fluent in his Spanish too. So I know for a fact that you the man, and you pretty fluent on that, man. So that's a good thing.
Correct.
Now
Yeah,
you
thank you.
You
Yep.
also
Yeah, I was
offer.
gonna say just
Go ahead.
I was gonna say just in like the WhatsApp group, just ask my people who were on the trip with us the experience that they had with me and how comfortable they feel as though I can speak the language.
Okay, Vinny is on now, and he's one of your students. He said he vouched for you 100%. And what's good, T Love? Oh, also, man, you don't you offer English class for Spanish people? Or if you guys got chicas out there, you can offer them
Yes,
online class for the
that
chicas.
is
Go ahead, preach, brother.
yep. I offer online classes. I offer online English classes to Spanish speakers as well.
Okay, Ornell, okay, he's another one of your students. See, man, you got pupils all around the world. And I know Vinny was pretty good on his Spanish. When we was in Colombia, he was on his shit. Ornell was on his shit too, because they both helped me out. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I said you got two of your pupils in the room, Vinny and
Okay.
Ornell, and they did help me out a little bit over there too, man. So
Okay, that's what's
okay.
up.
You got another guy in here too, Mac Mall. Oh, okay, this man. Okay, what's up, man? I know who you are now. You know, y'all got different names on the YouTube, so it's kind of.
Yeah, right.
Hey, brothers got like 20 different names, man. They be incognito, man. You know. So off topic, man. I want to know, man, like how are you able to live abroad, man?
Okay, well, I'm able to live abroad because when I'm back in the States, what I do is I get contract work and I live what they call a minimalist. I don't buy new clothes, I don't buy new cars, I barely spend anything on credit cards. I save my money, and I cook. I learned to cook. That's a big helpful thing. I can cook a lot. So I always look for a place. When I'm in the States, I'll do Airbnb. If I don't get like a long contract work, I'll do Airbnb. So I'll be there for a short period of time, and I always get a place that has access to a kitchen so I can cook and say I live frugal. I don't live poor. I don't live in a boarding house. I don't live on the streets, but I live frugal because my ultimate goal is to actually purchase property in another country and move outside the United States. If for some reason I don't like where I'm at, I can always go back to the States. And also building up an online revenue. I mean, I could live middle class for in the country of Colombia for $1,000 a month. So building up an online revenue of $1,000 a month is not that hard. That pays my rent, my transportation, and my food. So $1,000 a month. I mean, and then in the States, $1,000 a month is only going to cover me in a one-bedroom apartment, depending in a middle moderate city. Of course, in places like New York, LA, Chicago, $1,000 a month is not going to be enough.
All right, all
And
right.
Miami as well.
One of your students, I guess, Jackie Anderson says, "Tell Mr. Ebook his student said to bust nuts."
he
What the
said he
fuck,
said my
man?
voice
That
he
must be
said
an
my voice
inside
sound like an
joke.
ebook. Yeah, yeah. They said I sound like an ebook when I be talking.
Hey man, you was on point with your Spanish though, man. He was kicking that shit. He's like, ah, 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 ah. Like, damn, this brother's on
Thanks,
this shit,
thanks.
man. Hey man, I'm telling you, man, the chicas love when you know that damn Spanish, man. They be like the nigga be talking with the translator. They be like, hold on, pop, let me go talk to him. You know what I'm saying? They love it
Right.
when you know that Spanish.
Yes, they do. Because that signifies or indicates to them that you're taking more of an interest of of who they are and their culture. And that's much more appreciation that they have for you as a person.
All right. T Love is asking, so does he give us charts to use also? And what's the class process?
I give you a syllabus, and also let me show you this. I also go with the book so we can because being that I speak it, I'm fluent in the language. I can't really, try to just teach people way out here and out here and out here. So I like to start them like people who want to go through like a map. I'll start off with this book here. This book costs $25. So with one book that costs you $25, you order it on Amazon. That's all you really need to invest as far as purchasing, and then of course paying for the class with me, and you can be you can be on your journey to mastering and being bilingual. But as far as anything else, $100 books, and you don't need all that. Like I said, I use this book because it's the cheapest book and it's very, very thorough as far as the exercises and the explanation of things go. But I don't focus only on teaching you how to read and write Spanish. I teach you how to think and speak Spanish.
That's right. That's right. And what's the name of that book again? So they'll know.
Okay. The name of this book is called Complete Spanish Step by Step. Just type in that title and then you'll see it on Amazon. Complete Spanish Step by Step. Matter of fact, you probably get a used one for less than $25.
Hey, somebody try to put a link up, man, in the room. If y'all can't Google that real quick, see if y'all can get a link to the book. They don't got the book in audio. No, niggas ain't gonna read. All
Let me see.
right.
I think I could type a message here. And let's see. T-I-M-P-F-A-T. Complete Spanish
Get
Step
the likes up, bro.
Step.
All right. T Love said he want to cut you a check for the month. I imagine if you want to do it for the month, they gotta pay up front, right? You ain't gonna be teaching for no month for free.
Well, yeah. What you do is if you want to go ahead and schedule for the month, then you just contact me on WhatsApp. Let me type in my. Is it okay if I type my number in here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So contact me on WhatsApp. And what I'm gonna need, I'm gonna have to get you to tell me what your goal is for speaking Spanish, like how far you want to go, and what time frame do you expect to have that goal accomplished. And also give me I would do an assessment. Like, do you think you know a little bit? Do you think you know a lot? Do you think you know not at all any? Because I don't want to bore someone who already has certain fundamentals down pat. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yeah, man. I definitely I mean I know a little bit, but I really don't know where to start with me. Cause
Okay.
maybe like you say, you can assess that and let me know. I know it'll take probably take a few courses to really just get moving forward, right? Or it don't take you long to figure it out.
No, it don't take long to figure that out. I'll just, speak to you for a couple of minutes.
All right, that number I just put up, y'all. That's your WhatsApp, right?
Right.
Hit them up, y'all, and let's get this Spanish stuff going, man. Cause at the end of the day, man, as far as the brothers go, we way behind on our Spanish and all that, man. We way behind. I'm making sure my son study that stuff in school, man. Cause I was in school, I wasn't even thinking about no Spanish, man. I wanted to do
Yeah.
French.
Yeah, and I would say this as far as learning Spanish in school and universities in the United States, most of the problem is the way they teach you to take a test. So you study for that test and the information is forgotten. I've ran into plenty of people who went to school for Spanish for 4 years and they couldn't carry on a conversation. They could understand phrases and words and make things out, but their conversation was not too good, needless to say. And our result that is the U.S. education system when it comes to teaching a foreign language. They don't really teach you how to speak it, and they don't motivate you to speak it. They teach you how to pass the test that's coming.
All right, all right. So, fellas, man, especially if y'all got a man, chica out there, man, y'all get him to teach you chica, man, and teach you. Not at the same time, but that way you both can understand each other, man. So, this good brother right here. Like I said, I met him in person, and I wouldn't put him on the show if I didn't think he was about that business. And I'm definitely gonna
Yeah,
do
I
business with him.
appreciate that.
So y'all hit him up, man. His link is in the description, and y'all got that in the description a little bit later. But so what's going on in Colombia, man? Bros want to know.
Everything, man. Listen, right now, like I said, today is Friday night. I had to, just relax. I'm gonna get me an early start tomorrow. I was filming today. I was filming with this girl. She came through, did a couple of readings for me. I'm putting together video programs. I don't want to be the only person in my videos that's speaking and getting you guys. I wanted you guys to hear different voices and different dialects of Spanish. So I was filming today, and I also recorded a brother who actually stayed here. He's from Atlanta too, and he stayed here for 4 months. I'm about to put that on my channel too, as well. The other channel, The Limitless Nomad. So I got two channels that I'm promoting: The Limitless Nomad and El Andalus Learning.
That's what's up. I saw one of your interviews today on your channel. I had saw it like months ago, but at that
Uh-huh.
time I didn't know who you was. So now I know
Okay.
who you are. It just it was just funny, man. Seeing the old interview, like now I'm putting everything together. Where I knew your face when I saw you at the party.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So everything just came together. I didn't know you had a few YouTube pages either. So
Right.
you can
Right.
tell
Right.
them about your other YouTube page.
Okay. Now the other one, The Limitless Nomad. That's just my experiences living abroad, traveling, and how easy it is to go ahead and live abroad. Now, currently, the situation in Colombia is if you don't secure a visa, you have a maximum of 6 months per year to stay in this country. My 6 months will end the end of November, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back because I don't want to stay and then they fine me. So I'm gonna go back to the States. December, I'll be back in the States, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grind it out, work 6 months, stack my money, and then come here. And in 2019, just stay straight 6 months out here. Unless when I get back to the States, they be like, well, we got this position for you, and they make me an offer I can't refuse. And I'll just be coming to Colombia every other weekend.
I hear that. All right, Mr. Thomas want to know how much you charging the chicas to learn English.
Let's see. I would probably have to get a price. I haven't really come up with a price on that one yet, so I would have to get back with them later on that because I know as far as economics are concerned, you got to make the economic adjustment according to the country.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, y'all bros got $30. Shit. Yeah, you go ahead and pay for that chick to learn that English, man. Shit. thirty
But
dollars
you
ain't
gotta
nothing if she gonna learn that English for you.
but you gotta remember this. Are they going to be motivated to go ahead and continue practicing and attempting to try. You don't want to pay for a class and then they just come to class and the rest of the week they don't do anything, because then you won't see results in your labor. You won't see results in what you're paying for. And I have to say, I'm saying I can't force anyone to do the exercise through the week, but that's the key point. Together we do it.
That's what's up, man. Um, okay, I'm definitely gonna get with you, bro. For sure, man.
All right.
Next week. You say you kind of busy on Thursdays. You said.
I got a couple of classes scheduled for Thursday. So let's see, Thursday they're in the West Coast, so that's going to be about 7 o'clock my time here. So it's probably going to be from about 6 to 9 Thursday, because you're in Atlanta, so that's East Coast. Yes, 6 to 9 Thursday. My schedule is going to be booked up. But if you want to get in before that time, then let me know. But
Yeah, I
Thursday,
won't.
6 to 9 Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, I might just have to switch it to. You do classes on Friday, man. I know you in Columbia.
Man, yes, I do. Yes,
Probably
I
gonna be,
do.
probably gonna be Tuesdays and Friday, man. I get home from work Friday, and hell, I
Yes, I
just have
do.
to buckle down on that, or either.
I do classes on the
I
weekend as well.
know what? That might be good, man. Sunday might be a good day, huh? Maybe Tuesday and
Yeah, Sunday
Sunday.
would be it. Yeah, but you want to Tuesday, so you want to try to spread it out as much as you can, though.
That's pretty good. Tuesday and Sunday.
I would say it's okay. I would say probably
Or
Tuesday and
maybe
Wednesday.
Sunday. Maybe Sunday and Wednesday, huh?
Yeah, Sunday and Wednesday. That'd be even better.
Well, that's a done daughter then. Sunday and Wednesday it is. So I have to
Okay.
do it. Have to do it maybe around 6 p.m. on Sunday,
Okay.
something like that. But we'll work that out, man. We ain't gonna hold everybody up. I appreciate
Right.
you taking time out, talk to
Hey,
the
not a
people, man.
problem.
The
All
longer the
right.
video is, the less people gonna listen. So let's keep
True,
it
true.
short. And I'm gonna start another live in a minute, man. I'm gonna send a link in the WhatsApp. If anybody want to jump on, whatever, whoever want to jump on, let's just jump on. We're gonna have an open topic. But I'm gonna end this subject right here so these brothers can get
Okay.
this good information. They can watch the video, get your information, and let's get to learning this Spanish, man. Straight up. Straight like that.
That's right.
All right, y'all. I'm about to go back live in a minute, man. So whoever want to jump on, just holler at me. Peace out.
All right.
Any last words?
Yes, I say, yo, listen, you don't know one of the best things you could do for yourself in life is to master a foreign language. Even if it's not Spanish, me, make a commitment to master a second language. You'll never regret the day you did it.
All right, that's what's up. We're gonna end it just like that. Peace out.
Peace.